This guy next to me is an actor. Are you a comedian? Are you a comedian?
No.
Okay. I've known this guy all the way since high school. He's an actor. He's a host of a really popular show called Rad Nerd, and his name is Beau Ryan. I actually stumbled on to the website. I thought you were just hosting, but you're way more involved in that in the project.
Yes, yeah, I created it.
For those of you who don't know about Rad Nerds, tell us about the show.
Well, Rad Nerd is a weekly show online. You know, the video games, comic books, Blu-rays, tech stuff that comes out that week, and then we have a spotlight interview with someone interesting in our community.
I love it. There's a comic book segment. Like, comic books were a huge part of me, like in middle school and all my creativity growing up.
Damian Buer he's the comic book nerd. Thecomicbooknerd.com is his site, and then radnerd.com is, you know, my site. Yeah, we had Black Nerd from blacknerdcomedy.com on. He was like the stand-up comedian portion of the show for season 2.
Yeah. So if you're unfamiliar with any of those, go YouTube any of those names or Google any of those names. And you guys were up for a streaming award.
Best live production, which was awesome. That's all we really wanted, was to be nominated.
And you were up against?
We were up against Kevin Pollak's chat show, Ashton Kutcher's fantasy football live show, and then our friends Coin-Op TV.
You still have acting going on? I mean,
yeah, you know, doing the Hollywood grind, you know, commercial, you know, auditions, and just went to my first feature film recently.
Oh, nice.
Doing the Hollywood hustle.
There you go.
Living the dream, baby.
Yes. And everyone has a different version of how they made it or are making it. So, like, what's it like for you acting, and then you have the whole show that you produce, host, and I mean, that's a huge amount of work right there.
It's definitely hard juggling, you know, hosting and producing your own show. And because it's not just, you know, putting yourself in front of the camera and writing the show, it's a lot of it, you know, happens after that. Like, you know, there's so many like PR people that we have to, you know, talk to every week, and, you know, submit our coverage of what we're showing that week, and then booking guests is like the hardest element of the whole thing.
Oh, I
you know,
imagine.
because everyone's, you know, has such a busy schedule.
And
luckily,
still showing up to auditions.
Yeah, and still showing up to auditions. Luckily, I wasn't. I didn't get into the whole waiting tables, but I did start in retail when I moved out here. Once the auditions started coming, I couldn't work a job anymore because they were coming so frequently that I would have just been the worst employee ever.
Just check out his reel on his YouTube. Is it Beau Ryan's your handle?
Yeah, Beau Ryan on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Best Buy commercial is awesome.
Yeah, it's mainly commercial stuff and music video stuff. But I'm gonna update it with some acting stuff. Like, I recently did this feature called Decisions. It was Corey Haim's last film, and I have a guest spot on The Guild, which is a really popular web show.
That's huge.
And then there's this other show called The Game Room, which is kind of little sketch bits that happen in front of like a Microsoft Connect, you know? But we don't, you know, we can't call it that. So
great to catch up with this cat. Let's plug radnerd.com and.
Yeah, radnerd.com is the blog. You know, it's same on Facebook /radnerd, Twitter /radnerd. On YouTube, it's /radnerdtv.
Get at him, Google him. You're gonna see this man doing a lot of things, both online and on the big screen. So I want to thank Beau Ryan. I want to thank Meltdown Comics on Sunset for having us. And yeah, that's another episode of FNN.
Man, yeah, I mean, this guy knows what's up. He has interviewed everybody that's influencing what's happening right now in the news cycle of cool internet shit. You're talking to the right guy if you're interviewing anybody in LA that has the pulse.
Yes.
Senor Fish right here, man.
That's FNN you. Yes.
FNN.
Yeah.
FNN this.
Good job, Rod. And I used to live in K-Town, dirty streets of K-Town. Shout out K-Town. And it's crazy, I have to say. It's like kind of surreal being here. It's been a long time. Just I never get a chance to come back. I get a chance to go to New York more than I do LA, which is nuts because this place is 2 hours, you know, away from San Diego.